All right. Welcome back to another round of Civilization 7. Last stream we have finished the Exploration Age with José, Rizal and Spain, I believe. And now we have entered the modern age as the American Empire. We gain 100 gold every time we improve a resource, 30% production towards constructing the Statue of Liberty. We also gain a unique quarter, the Industrial Park, that increases the number of resources that may be assigned to the settlement by 2. It's made out of the rail yard, which is a production building that gives production adjacency, and the steel mill, which is a production building that gives gold adjacency. Damn, I always double click here for whatever freaking reason. We also get the Marine, which we probably won't really use today, and the Prospector, which we might use, potentially. It depends on if there are resources close to the regular settlement radius. Because as we see, Prospector unique you can claim land resource tiles outside your borders up to 5 tiles away from a city center. So yeah, we'll see if we can use it. We could also get Gold Rush, which gives 5 gold in settlements for every resource assigned to them, which we will probably use. Robber Baron, which gives 2 influence in settlements for every resource assigned to them. We'll see if we want to use that one. I'm not quite so sure. And Wartime Manufacturing gives us Lend-Lease with 25 gold and 5 influence for every trade route. Also not so sure how many trade routes I'll use. Still have the Garuda statue and the Wampum belt. The reason I went with America is the unique quarter, because I'm looking for an economic victory in this game, because we have got our hands on quite the number of factory resources over here. I also planned out some settlements that I want to settle rather quickly, which means with our 1251 influence per turn, we probably want to befriend the independents close to the settlement locations. So one, for example, is that one, which we want to befriend quite quickly. Now, where were the other ones that I wanted to settle? I wanted to settle 1, 2 right here, which probably means we want Mozonkani and Bukhara on our side rather quickly. So Mozonkani befriending and Bukhara as well. That's for now all that I can befriend, but that's not all that I wanted to settle, right? There's a settlement I wanted to go for, so that's Ezogashima that we need to befriend. Is there others? That should probably be everything that I wanted to have, at least from looking around real quick. Up there as well. So that's one we know, but up here, although that one's not in any danger of a city-state, so we might need to befriend Ezogashima. We need 340, so like 2 turns. That seems doable. But let's first start the modern era. Or modern age, should I say. We've gotten all the golden ages, so we will take Treasure Fleet Golden Age. All of my cities from the previous age remain cities. Now we could change Athenai or Longcheng into a capital. Where... Longcheng's down here, right? I don't want Longcheng. I think I'm happy with Madrid being my capital. I will, however, take Deep Roots. That is 98 extra culture. 2 gold per turn per unique resource you have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not sure if the factory resources count for that as well, but I have some. I don't know if it's enough to justify taking that. Do I need... What attributes would I like to have? I mean, we can go for the scientific real quick. Because that one is... We could go, yeah, 2 science on quarters. Seems like a good idea. And a scientific attribute point. I think I'll take the economic attribute point, and I'm happy with that. The question is, I don't want production for settlements in distant lands, so I could get military attribute points twice, or expansionist attribute points twice. Do I care for any of that? Military's pretty much at the end where I want it to be. Expansionist is also pretty much at the end where I want it to be. Diplomatic is also done. And cultural has still some. So as many cultural points as possible. Meaning cultural. Meaning I might just go land of opportunity anyway and then expansionist. So first scientific, what do I want to have? Ooh, let's assign some resources first. Let's first get the town resources done. Town. City, and city. I don't know if the factory resources count for that. That could give me a little bit more culture, but I will leave them unslotted for now. Science, I mean, not culture. But I think I will still go for 1 science on specialists. Expansionist-wise, we'll gain 10% food and happiness towards maintaining specialists. Economic-wise, we could go 1 resource cap in towns. Actually, if we want to get some... Yeah, we'll take that one. If we want to get factory towns up and running, this will be helpful. And culture-wise, I'm thinking about the wonder culture and the specialist culture. Yeah, I think I like that. Any new resource? Let's get that one. We've got quite the amount of city-states that we could befriend. Gotta keep an eye out for that. I will start making towards there. Although you'll still need to wait a couple of turns. I cannot get that tea, unfortunately. Cadiz also needs to be connected. Because I think Cadiz... Yeah, Cadiz is the only town that's not connected. That is apparently 3 kinin, a cotton. That cannot be the case. Cadiz. Oh yeah, you know, it absolutely can be the case. So I need a port in Cadiz. I don't know why Cadiz is not connected, but Murcia is. And Cordoba. Because they have a road connection to Cadiz. But I guess that's how it is. I'll take the wine. You'll wait. Any resource of interest? Not really. There's a tin, and yeah, that is a factory resource. We'll absolutely take that. There is some coffee, pardon me, up there. So we'll go with the horses for now and grab that coffee. We got more kaolin, which we definitely want to have. We still got some more. You can also immediately move yourself over there. You have nothing really... There's some interesting stuff. I have not gotten a second settler though. So I might want to get my hands on a second one soon. Actually, thinking about it, I can easily send you to here and get a second settler right here, and then send this guy to here. That's 7 turns each. That works out quite well. There's some kaolin, which is a factory resource, which we'll gladly take. Here is nothing really for me to take. We've got all the resources here as well. Mountain for now. It's not the best tile, but I like to have my tiles filled out before I go with experts. There's some more kaolin. We'll absolutely take that one. Do you have any more resources? I don't think... Okay, even if you had, I did not want to place that here. I think my mouse is starting, slowly but surely, starting to give up. Yeah, you move away, my friend. Do you have anything? I can make my way towards that silk. I would love to have the tin, but I won't get the tin. What's that? Kaspa. I guess going for the silk is okay then. I think, yeah, Grocerer seems like a good thing to do. Sure. Influence is squandered. I just used it, my friend. We start with academics as always. And I do not care for natural history now, because I don't want to get any artifacts. So we might go for the American civics first, because Gold Rush already gives me 115 extra gold, and Yankee Ingenuity also gives me the steel mill. The Mastery would give me gold towards Prospectors, which might come in handy eventually. Railyard is unlocked through Captains of Industry, and the Rubber Baron would give me 46 gold, culture. So actually we might want to have that one, and it is quite quick. And 2 production and resources also sounds like a good idea, and the settlement limit, yeah, I think we'll go the Captains of Industry, then the Yankee Ingenuity, then both their Masteries. Wartime manufacturing, I don't care that much for units receive 3 combat strength for having more than 1 adjacent enemy unit. The Mastery would also give me nothing much. I should have probably plugged in Xenia. That would have been smart to do. We go with Terrorico for 202 extra gold. I will take the army commander influence, and I guess for now, great and most fortunate navy. I should have really plugged that in. We'll take the grocer, absolutely. You can deal with a city park. That's probably not the wisest move to build one. I will rather take the nun. I want gold buildings on that tile. I do need to figure out, hang on, I do need to figure out where I want to build my rail yard and my steel mill. The number of map tags has reached the limit. There is no map tag on this map. Ah, but it is ageless, 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 so I do need to be wary about that. Ageless and gristmill. We could get it just like here, you know, rail yard here and steel mill here. I also need to make room for a rail station. If I see that there, a rail station, we can build that one here, and a factory. That is not doable because why would that not work? What's the requirement for factory? So increase the number of resources. Modern resource building must be built in a settlement connected to the capital by railroad. We are I mean, if we are building a grist, I mean, if it does not work there, we can. That is green now. You're always yellow. We could slot it here, I guess. Sure. And the same goes for that city as well. We need a factory, which we could slot here, for example. We need a rail yard and steel mill, which we can easily slot in to here because these are both Guildhall and Pavilion are overbuildable. And we need a rail station, which should be able to be built here. Damn. Okay, I don't know when I muted my microphone, but I was just talking to myself. Apparently. Yeah, I was just saying that I'm planning on going to war with Gangaikonda Cholapuram, which is why I sent my army commanders up north. And I was now currently saying that culture and science-wise, I'm probably good to go for the game. Gold-wise as well, but having gold is always a good thing. I could go authoritarianism if I so decide to go to war against him. I might be able to trade though. Yeah, I can trade, so I might not go to war after all. If I were to take a merchant, for example, I don't need to go to war at all. So maybe we will not send... I mean, up there they're more secure, they protect more. I mean, down here, Cordoba, I would say, is pretty protected. So yeah, we'll still send them. But in that regard, I think I could go 20% science to try to go through the science tree for the important things in the science tree as quickly as possible. But I think also with 300 science, I mean, it's quick anyway. So maybe gold? What do I want the gold for though? I make 1400, almost 1500. Nope, I think I'll go with the science and culture. Democracy in the dictionary. Flurries of pamphlets circulate. Is this new system true democracy? Some argue that it is a break from a long-held traditions of their ancestors. Others point out that those traditions had inconsistencies as well. The debate rages over what a democracy should be. Democracy is about everyone having equal voice, 3 happiness in all settlements, or democracy is about the votes of productive citizens, 6 happiness in all cities. I'll take the happiness in all settlements. Absolutely. Right, I could have gone 255 more, yes. Okay, first things first. We have just unlocked the Oxford University. I don't want stuff here, here, or here. We can build it here, which we will do. Secondly, let's befriend this city-state. And now I want to go towards industrialization. Although getting a port would probably also a smart choice. And we will get the science. Dissatisfied with it all, democracy is an ever-evolving process, the most persuasive citizens argue. They say a true democracy is one where every person receives one vote, but detractors are unconvinced and continue to circulate their own pamphlets. Democracy tolerates dissenting views, and there is the rail yard. We actually maybe want to purchase the rail yard. Why? Yeah, I wanted to get the factory up here. But the rail yard, we could get a 17.5. And we could get everything here, actually. But I think that's a 10. Here's a 6 for that one. But if we were to go for gold, I mean, is it? I think we'll wait until we get the other thing, and then we'll see. I might turn that one into rail yard and the other, the steel mill. But I did just get robber baron for 46 more influence, which brings me up to 100, which is actually not that bad. Yeah, and we want to trade with you, thinking about it. That was also a thing that I just said. I don't think I want to go to war with that guy, because I can just trade. And I mean, look at all of that. If we will, I think we just want to get as much money as possible in, so that we can just, well, get as many settlements being factory resource settlements as possible. Okay, we're closing in on that one with 306. What else do we want? Helsinki, not much. We started with these two, that is okay. There's 2 scientific. We could boost our science a bit more, thinking about it. There's also scientific. Yeah, let's boost our science a little bit. I don't think we need to boost our culture that much. We will eventually. I think you... Yeah, you were going that way. You can stay here. What's the price? 255.
Soon shall
there's steam, and there's the
steam.
port. Now let's see if a port actually connects you. Yes! So with that, Cadiz is actually connected. And hopefully we can turn you into a Factory Town. The good doctor, restless and curious. Dr. Rizal stands at the edge of a restless age. There's much to do, to see, to learn. One must start somewhere, send a trade route with all other players. Goodness me. Okay, we trade with you. You can trade... I can trade with Krungtrap. I don't need a... I just need, wait, 1... So 2... 3... 4... 5... 6... Maybe some over here. You got you already. Cadiz maybe. 7... 8... and 9. And theoretically, that should be everything we need. The good doctor, high and low. Following the Chillhop up a steep incline, Dr. Rizal looks back at the majesty of Nepal's highlands and lowlands. The islanders are fiercely independent, the lowlands are warm and welcoming.
We have it in our power to begin the world.
Anything of 120 extra gold, we will get rid of that one and take Gold Rush in, meaning that now gave us the steel mill. That's a 610 steel mill. Both is overbuildable, so yeah, that did work out the way I wanted it to work out. So that is now a unique an industrial park. Can I not? Ah, it was alt. Now, what I am interested in, hang on, I might want to get my hands on something like that here as well. If I were to take a steel mill and a rail yard. No, it does not look like it connects, which is wild because I definitely see like railroads, but apparently it looks like I still need the other building as well, which sucks a little bit. But okay, politics and poetics. The dawn of modernity breaks over America, and politicians put pen to paper to define the way forward. While articles on government and the building blocks of states proliferate, so too do poets paint the beauty and nuance of new beginnings in verse, distribute the Federalist Papers, or publish poems on various subjects, religious and moral. I want to go towards industrialization as quickly as possible, and I do want the master here as quickly as possible, but I do think I want the science. A new civilization. A group of gold miners announced they no longer wish to pay taxes. They declare secession from America and raise a new flag over their settlement, that of the Great Republic of Rough and Ready. Crush the secession, leave the men to their fun. I think we left them, and that was quite okay, because I think they just came back and thought, oh, you know what, we still want to be... Do we want to just crush... Let's crush the secession and see where this is going. The literary machine. The rise of American industry has changed its very imagination. As the machines of production raw onward, much literature begins to reflect a longing for the simple past and the rawness of emotion and nature. Other authors take the opportunity to criticize society's present through realistic snapshots. In time of progress, one must reflect on what is constant. Critique in the present may hold off future ills. That is
Confuse your enemy. Keep him
the
in the
military
dark
science
about
unlocked, which is lovely. You, if I settle now close to you, friendly with you, Convert to a city, stay soon. With your suzerain, they have bestowed another gift. I think I should be able to just settle here. Yes. I want to go that way and this way. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, you might not like that, but I mean, look. Look at how beautiful this is. You have no other thing for me to get, so you just get some good tiles. You can still get some resources, like that fish tile, which is great, which I think you already also just took. Yes. Okay, Nineveh. Yes. So, Lahaina. I will wait for that. You can settle. The Good Doctor and the Canals of Siam. In the chaos of the Siamese Canal, market vendors shout from noodle boats. Barges move implacably forward. Children play and splash. Dr. Rizal reclines in the shade of a parasol. Call one of the noodle boats over or ask where the barge originates. I mean, it's called noodle boat. Why would I care for literally anything else? Okay, we want more science for now, I believe. So let's go with Geneva next. The Good Doctor in Meiji, Japan. Our future depends on an openness to new ideas, not just from within, but from without. Dr. Rizal's Meiji Guide explains. In matters of defense and innovation, that openness has served us well. Learn about Meiji defense strategy. We'll get the science, I guess. I want to get towards these things. And you know what? I'll give my hand on a brickyard and a granary and a saw pit because I want here that... Okay, I can't get the gold, unfortunately. That's a little bit of a shame. We'll get the mastery because that gold we can actually get with a prospector. I want to get more. We trade with Ashoka, with Himiko and Trung Truck, I believe. Let's go with Delhi next. And Axum. And Roma. And Kampala. And Kopan. And the last one should be you. Yes. The Good Doctor in Mughal, India. Descending a mountain pass, Dr. Rizal and his guide takes a moment to take in the view below. A valley of sprawling farmland as far as the eye can see. The Doctor can hardly believe that the Mughal Empire is so expansive. How did it get so wealthy? How did it become so vast? We'll take the food. The Good Doctor and the King. Dr. Rizal walks a bustling market town, one of many that are blossoming in King lands. He can hardly move for all the goods laden carts and cabbages roll through the road as he jostles one by mistake. My cabbages! Study the flow of the market's immense wealth or estimate the massive mercantile workflow. I will get the food as well. The Good Doctor in Russia. It is lucky you arrived just in time for tea, says Rizal's host as she fills a cup from an ornate samovar. Study the ceremony of tea or observe the workings.
We
Absolutely.
have it in our power.
By the way, do I have anything? No, I do not have anything interesting. The good doctor in Buganda. I think for that we first need to... I mean, you know what? We might as well just finish the American civics. The good doctor in Buganda. Dr. Rizal stands on the shore of a vast lake, gazing over the water at the uninterrupted horizon. His ears ring with the intense rhythm of drums and the slap of water against the hull of a Baganda war canoe. Investigate the drums or study the canoe's construction. Again, food in towns. The good doctor in Prussia. He's going everywhere. Dr. Rizal's guide shows him the delights of the Prussian capital, seeming to take particular pride in its methodical organization. Much of the city is a military garrison, but it is also home to one of the region's most prestigious academies. Learn more about the garrison. We'll study the academy. By the way, we have a lot of time. We can start now with Ani. And do we have anything? There's Vienna, there's more culture. Do we have some more? Yes. The good doctor in Great Britain. The fog of industry hangs in the air like a veil over the British capital. More than anything else, Rizal is struck by the diversity of people here. They seem to abide a strict class structure, or they seem to come from every corner of the empire. Again, we'll take the food, the good doctor, and just the beginning. Dr. Rizal, restless still, returns home once again, satisfied by his travels, ever confident in where his curiosity will lead him. And that is that question. That quest, not question. Let's fill up all the towns. And the cities as well. That was quite a lot. I wanted to get to here. If you could just move. Intimidation tactics. As pressure from the government mounts, the miners run low on food and supplies. With no chance of standing against America's might, they reluctantly acquiesce, whatever, however you pronounce that, to the demands of the nation and disband the Republic of Rough and Ready. 15 happiness for 5 turns. Okay, so the other one was the good one. Good to know. Okay, let's do that. New Orleans. Let's move the brickyard here. We want a granary up there and a saw pit right here. Let's get the stone cutter to that and a fishing key. And I guess that is okay because we can now move here and here. More kinnin equals more good. And we can befriend more powers. That is Oxford though first.
Oxford, but dream and remember.
And we've gotten industrialization, because I think we just finished that. We also gotten the steam engine 2 and combustion. But that now means we can get our hands on a rail station. I wanted to get that one here. Rail station. And also a port for you as well. And we can also get a rail station. That one I think I wanted to get to here. Yes, yes. And a port as well. And you can build up. Guess we could build the red fort. Let's get the silver. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we cannot get that cannon, unfortunately. And we started with Tehran. We don't yet have Ternate. Do we have other... There's Bogota for a little bit more science. Actually, I think culture might now also be a good thing. Or any mercantile city-state that we don't know of yet. But I do believe we might have gotten all the mercantile city-states with Malay last turn. I think so. And I think we now also got all the scientific ones. So yeah, Mozonkani we also did. So yeah, I guess let's start with you. Then. You can go down that way. You can now settle here. Can I build my way towards anything here? We can get a brickyard here, a granary here, a saw pit around here, a stone cutter, unfortunately not there. Why can we get a stone cutter here? Okay, I don't know exactly why. But what we can do soon is take you and you, and that should have all the factory resources I wanted, at the very least already in here. Okay, now we can go towards mass production for the factory. And we are unfortunately one, but I mean mass production also gives us a settlement limit, so that should not be that much of an issue. And I think if we could get more science on hand, that would be great to have. We start with Geneva, yes, yes, yes. Bogota also. Ternate will be the next one, I guess. And I did because I needed to. Yeah, good to know. You have nothing else. You have so much more. You may build some defensive fortifications for now. Railyard and steel mill. You are both overbuildable. Railyard and production, yes, so that should work out. So much, yes, yes, I know, I know. You have nothing I want to give you, although you could use some food that makes you grow quicker. Thinking about it, but I do not want to spend money on that, at least
What's
not
good
now.
for M&M Enterprises
We could now get the Statue of Liberty. Not sure if I want it just yet. I might have... Eventually I want to get it, but for now I think I'm happy with the way things are. You, however, could get me that one. And you can go towards that cannon. Let's get, I guess, wartime manufacturing as well, because that at least gives me... Okay, now actually with the 9 trade routes, now that actually gives me something. So that is worth quite a lot now. The marine can stay where it is. There's a natural disaster. Ouch. Do I have a prospector already? I do. Let's get a prospector and get that gold. Ugh. Ah, yeah, I unfortunately clicked on that still bugged out mod. I can shift enter.
What's good for
But it won't let me. Okay, I need to restart the game real quick. Be right back. Okay. Here we are again. Let's befriend some more city-states and hopefully we won't click on that mod tile again. I can't wait for that mod to be fixed. I should probably just unequip that mod, but I kind of want to know when it is fixed, so this is the reason why I still have it. Okay, we are done now with that. I guess hegemony. Still is a good way because it gives all the settlement limits. You can get... Actually, you can get the Statue of Liberty now. It's better than building defensive stations, I guess. There's nothing for now I want you to have. You may stay where you are. You will get the... Ooh, I could also get the... Let's get another prospector real quick. I could get the cotton here, which would actually be worth quite a lot. And there's the last tile. Wonderful. I could also get this kinin now and this coffee as well. Yeah, we want to get our hands on some prospectors. They will probably get expensive rather quickly. I could also get that tea. Do we need to look around? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can easily get this citrus here as well. Do I really need to look around my land and get prospectors? Because yeah, in Olympia I can get the tin. Maybe I should wait and see if a prospector truly is a one-time use, but I think they are. Looking at that, I mean the tin, I already tried to go for the tin. But we can go... I don't need that prospector for that one though. I mean I still take it now, but I could have gone for the gold anyway and that should have worked. You may give me the citrus here. Goodness me, I still have quite a lot of towns that can use some resources. And you can stay where you are as well. And there is the factory. So now, first and foremost, Madrid gets a factory. Athenae can get a factory as well. So that is Madrid and Athenae. Let's get rid of the thingies, the resources. I think I have... Honestly, I think I have the most from Kinnan. So let's make Athenae a Kinnan town. That is so much Kinnan. Why does Athenae have so much resources? That is wild. Let's make you, I guess, a citrus town. You will not be able to get all the citruses, but we need to start somewhere. I think I never in my life had so many resources. Can we turn Cadiz into a factory town? We absolutely can. So now Cadiz, but you have nothing really, and I can't give you anything more. So that is that. I guess you can finish the citrus, I guess. Okay, let's turn back to our... We need port towns. Let's turn Knossos into a factory town as well. And you can start with chocolate. And Fokia can get a port too, and a rail station, and a factory. I think for now that's everything we can do. Fokia can continue with the chocolate. And we're still not done. We still have so much to do, but we don't have the money yet to continue. But we can think about a town that we want to start with. Mycenae might be a good thing. We can get a port here, and now we need to wait a couple turns. But that's basically everything we need. And now it's just a waiting game. And I don't think it's a very long waiting game. Because there's still stuff to get. And there's still factory resources. Come on, I could get that chocolate, coffee. Do I? The important question. The more important question is, do I actually need it? And the answer to that is probably not. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we will turn Mycenae into a. There's some tin that I could also get. Oh, goodness me. I wanted to get the tea. I cannot get the tea anymore. I could get that Kinnan. For the sole reason that I do not have enough Kinnan just yet. I could get... Goodness me. Let's get the Kinnan. Let's send you to the Cowlin. Let's get another prospector going and another prospector here. Let's get the gold, and yes, as a matter of fact, they are one-time uses only. And just one turn in, we were from 0 factory resource points to, what was that, 39?
Cross.
Yep. That seems reasonable. Myceny, let's give you a rail station and a factory. And suddenly you can get some coffee. There's another kinnin which we can slot into the capital. Goodness me. I wanted to get this chocolate coffee, and I wanted to get this coffee. And I wanted to get this coffee. And let's get this one. I could also get that tin, which we will get in a second. Oh, citrus. I think that's the first time ever that I had more more items of one unique factory source than fit in 2 settlements. Now I'm just thinking, imagine I would have played Carthage in the Antiquity Age. The amount of factory resource points I would make. That would be quite delicious. There is the Red Fort.
Real by dying in it.
Yeah, that might also be quite a quick stream today. Although I am currently purchasing so much stuff in new towns to get more points that I might need to wait a couple of turns. We have finished Mycenae. Let's go with Thebai next. There's a port, there's a rail station, and for the factory we need to wait. Yeah, we can also now probably start befriending some other city-states around here. The heart of his people, many peoples, many governments, many cultures, diverse, yet all sharing the same world. José Rizal sits between them, listening and conversing, deftly weaving their dialogues among those of his people. Start for diplomatic endeavors eventually. Okay, you can get me another coffee, although I should have probably gone for the cotton realistically. And yes, we want branch office. And yes, we want entrepreneurship. And yes, we'll take the settlement limit, although we probably don't need it. You have everything you need, so you can actually go for some culture now. I guess we'll claim the artifact. I wanted to get you to that tin. And we wait while we get that tin. And we wait, because we still need money for Thebai. While we get the Cowlin and the coffee. Now I'm interested.
Give me your time,
okay, there's the Statue of
paw,
Liberty for now. But
your
now I'm
huddled
interested
masters yearning
in what
to
will
breathe
happen if
I
I
lift
take
my
that.
lamp beside
Will
the
I
golden
take
door.
one of his land tiles as well? And if so, how much will that mess with him? I guess we can send you down. You have nothing else. You should give me a factory. That is now Thebai done. You can get some more coffee. And I think Longcheng is probably going to be next. Let's start out with a port. The rail station still needs a little more money. You can get the Kinnin. Oh. One, two, three, four. I should get that citrus, shouldn't I? You can get a museum as well. Where's the 11? There's the 11. Now we'll take the 10 here. And we wait. Okay, we don't get that tile, but we get these 2 tiles, which is wild. And we are already at 129. When I said chocolate for everyone in the last stream, what I really should have said is factory resources for everyone. Because apparently that is what we have. We've gotten our hands on every factory resource on this goddamn continent. At least it looks like. I mean, do I really need to argue for why I want to have Lend-Lease? Hey DJ, I hope you have a wonderful day. I currently kinda sorta get my hands on every factory resource that I can get. And yes, I absolutely can take that citrus. You're doing great, that is awesome. Have we befriended Helsinki? We have not yet started to befriend Helsinki, which is a mistake that we cannot accept. Let's get that that citrus, because apparently we don't have enough. How about you? How's the campaign so far? We're turn 19 and already at 229 railroad points from 500. I think we're currently making like 50 points per turn. And if you take a look at my factory resources, we are nowhere near done. There is more to factory than you think. So let's get a quick rail house and another factory in here. And Longcheng can now get even more coffee. To put this in perspective, I have 1, 2, 3 settlements filled with coffee to the brim, at least as much as I can as of right now, because I don't know if there are other not settlements, other buildings that can improve that, but as of right now I only have the harbor, or the port I should say, and I still have coffee left. And the prospectors help me get every single thing that I couldn't get otherwise. Because, as we all know, you can never have enough factory resources. Now, you can also have a port, meaning you want to get a rail station and a factory. Meaning Argos will start with the Kowloon. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. So, yeah, the campaign so far works.
The one who...
Plus, I'm currently getting one city-state befriend independent action per turn in terms of influence per turn. And I think I'm currently running out of city-states that I could still befriend. Big Timbers might still be one that I can befriend. What do I want here? Oh yeah, you are still on the way to get more coffee. We can 3-turn Doi Sutep, which seems like a reasonable thing to do. There's a 13 gold building. We will gladly take that one. I am interested in land heritage. So I will take land heritage, because with 1,000 culture per turn, I have nowhere near enough. Which is understandable, I hope. And of course, we will nab that citrus as well. I like how it's not connected to anything, but I still have it. Because why wouldn't I have it? There's another Kinnin that we can use. We still don't have the space for all of that because I'm currently lacking the money to build all the factory towns that I want to have. I clicked on the mod again. Screw me. Screw me. I wish there was a way to get rid of out of that screen. But this time, I mean, granted, I didn't click on that with the intent to click on it last time as well. Like I said, I think my mouse is currently dying. I will be right back once again when I have reloaded the game. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay. I am more and more thinking I will just get rid of that mod for the next stream. Although I might not be able to do just yet because I also started a multiplayer game with a friend of mine with that mod enabled. So I might not be able to get rid of it. Ooh, more money equals more happy. What is the next town? Baltimore. Can we give you a harbor? I don't think we can. We cannot purchase our way. I mean, we could maybe around now. We cannot purchase our way to here though. So Baltimore is not the next city we want to go for, so maybe Barcelona? You can have a harbor. And with harbor I mean port. So... yes, you can get some more kaolin. And the next one, actually, like I said, not Baltimore, maybe Chicago. That's not going to work either. So, no Chicago, Cordoba. Yes, Cordoba. Cordoba likes the idea of being a factory town. Move and move. And in goes the tea. And I need to wait a couple more turns. While we do that, we can go mechanization. Science on warehouse buildings sounds like a very, very good idea. Science buildings receive 1 science for every city state. 1 science on factory resources assigned to settlements. That could boost my science up a little bit from like 800 to 1300. That seems like a reasonable thing to do.
Ill-thatched house. So passion penetrates an undeveloped mind.
There's Doi Sutep. How close are we? Ah, good. 419 out of 50. And we make 70 per turn. Now the big question is, can we make it 100 per turn? There's already still at least 2 more. Well, let's go for that cotton. Who's the next? Ooh, why do you already... Hang on, Longcheng, why did you get... Ah, yeah, right, because that unique building... Should I make more cities instead? Because you can now get the coffee. I could turn Argos, although I don't really need those two. I could turn Cadiz into a city as well and get my hands on a steel mill and a rail yard, and suddenly we have 2 more. That might not be the worst idea. So Kowloon, we're good so far. We could definitely use more in the tea department. And looking at me having 3 more chocolate, I think... but I don't think Knossos... Okay, oh, you know what? Maybe Knossos will be able to do that. Let's get... we need to wait a turn though. You can get this one, and I can go to there. You can start building the Ubudia Mosque. Improvements in the settlement receive 50% yield. I mean, I don't think I have that many improvements left, but I don't care. Longcheng, Dogo Onsen Hermitage and Muzibu Apalampanga. Don't mind if I do. And the Dogo Onsen can go into these 2 tiles and the Hermitage as well. So Hermitage to here and Dogo Onsen down here. And you built me some wonders now. Cadiz can build me... Actually, you could get the Hermitage and Dogo Onsen far quicker. So at the very least, you don't need... What did I just place down? I just placed down the Hermitage. So at the very least, you don't need to build the Hermitage. And the Dogo Onsen 4 turns and 5 turns, actually, same goes for the Dogo Onsen here. Let's put you... Although you destroy a Kathba, and I do not want to destroy a Kathba. On the other hand, all these are also good tiles. Let's get the Dogo Onsen up there. That is okay. Oh, you can get me the Dogo Onsen, thinking about it. 4 turns, still better. Yeah, I wanted to get my hands on a rail yard here and a steel mill here. So there's actually nothing. I can. Nope, I do not want to purchase that. You can build me these things. While we wait until we have enough money. Next turn.
The well.
To get a rail yard and a steel mill. Meaning now you can get 2 more chocolate. City, city, city. Kowloon, we're good. Coffee, we're good. Chocolate, we're good now as well. So now we need to start new towns. Great. What's the next best town? I think we said Baltimore no, Chicago no, Mercia maybe. Let's get a port. Let's get a rail station. And a sweet, sweet factory. Mercia can now get their hands on tin. And with enough tin left, next turn we will turn Mercia into a city. Because frankly, where wouldn't we? Ah, chocolate. Or coffee. Let's get the chocolate. And textile industry. Yes, please. And I guess Artisans League is okay as well. Do I need anything of that? I probably don't. Maintenance building costs. That sounds okay. Happiness and gold. I should never say no to that. You finished the stock exchange. Right, does the stock exchange? No, it does not. Does anything else give any more? The department store? Huh. Now would you look at that? There's a department store option. You're building the mosque though, meaning after the mosque I want you to give me a department store. That is interesting. I think all of my towns might need a department store now before I start turning new towns into, well, towns. And I mean, I guess there's the victory unlocked.
We are not.
You know, at turn 24. As one does. At 17% of the age. Again, as one does. But I mean, we're only making 83 factory points per turn. And I kinda wanna see if we can crank that up to 100. So we ignore our banker for now. And take a look. I think Athena and Madrid, Cadiz could use a department store as well. So let's give you one. And done. Actually, thinking about it, you know what? I think I will also buy Madrid a department store. Because I'm just feeling like a person who wants to buy things for their cities right now. Do I still need to befriend some city-states? I am sitting on 1,200. No way in hell I have befriended everyone for now. We can easily check that one. No, you are already my friend. You are not. I did not want to do that. But now you are. Vienna is. Tashkent is. Ternate is. Belgrade is. You are as well. Gurjanwala, Pangshang is. Helsinki is. Abome, yes. And Big Timbers, now yes as well. Still need to start 4 endeavors. Start price on an endeavor. I can start 3 only. Yes, yes, yes. And then we will wait, I guess. 10 turns. Or so. Okay, we will claim the artifact, I guess. That works out. Let's do that. Okay, do we still... You got the things you're currently building. We have more tea. Cordoba could use a department store, I think it was. Yes, please. Give me that department store. That is another tea in here. We have got another chocolate, so Knossos. There you go. Get the chocolate in. Longcheng also. Department store. So that is the last coffee that we have. We also got another Kowlin, meaning Argos can now No, Argos cannot, because department stores are city only. Have I? No, you're a town as well. So maybe Argos wants to be a town eventually too. But for now, I think Miletos screams to be a town. There's a port and a rail station, and next turn there will be a factory. And it is just as easy. I have gotten all the chocolate that I could ever want from here. If I had a search function. If only I had a search function. We are done. I mean, technically I probably could trade with city-states to get even more. But I mean, my ultimate goal is to get towards 100. We are at 88, so we need 12 more. We are currently sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we are sitting on, let's just say, enough. There's the Great Bank. I guess we can start doing a little bit of a hopping now.
Remember and remember, merchant child. Your desires are the enemies of war.
I think we will probably finish that before we become friends with although we should get a couple...
Every passion borders on the chaotic.
Soon.
But the collector's passion borders on
There's
the
2
chaos
wonders done.
of memories.
Almost as quickly as if I had bought them with the other Civ. Which is wild. I like that little gate, which you currently don't see because my head is in front of it. But like that one,
the chaotic.
that is just a wall, a gate, a wall, and nothing around it.
It is cold.
And the Dogo Onsen.
But we have sake and the hot spring.
So it's a 3-for, and there's a floating stuff. It's a 3-for-1, I guess. Unless we get the 4th one as well. Nah, we don't. But there's the Buddha, which we could potentially build. An ancient curse. That is the lead tablet. Lovely. I'll gladly take that one. Eiffel Tower, sure, why not? 3 turns, say no more. And Buddhanath, 3 more turns. I think I just... No, I did not destroy the Kasbah. Wonderful. And nothing here. Is there any other thing? The tenement. No. Stock exchange also no. The military academy has... No, the museum has 3 artifact slots. Cannery, nope. You don't. That a grocery doesn't have an extra slot is wild. Like an extra slot for resources. Speaking of an extra slot for resources, I was looking to get my hands on another city. wasn't I? Miletos wanted to get me a factory now. Because you can now get some of that. You have finished that one as well, which is lovely. Tea. And Kinnan. Yeah, you know what? I guess we now turn you into a city and give you that. You know what? Might as well slot that one in, but I wanted to go to here to give you one more Kinnan. Cowlin, not Kinnan. We've got one more chocolate, meaning I think you want to be a city as well, although it is probably the best to say, for example, turn New Orleans into another city, another factory resource town. Go for a radio station. Sure. Let's repair the plantation. Ooh, we do want to repair the plantation. Because that is another cotton. Actually, thinking about it, we want to purchase this plantation. Because that is another cotton that we can slot in to here. And suddenly, we are making 95 points per turn. Because would there any other thing we should do with our points? But I don't have enough gold. So yeah, we will need to wait a couple of turns for the banker. Which is okay. Like I said, we need 5 more. And I think I wanted to go with New Orleans next. And yes, let's turn you into a factory town. New Orleans, where are you? You can get some tea. And what's another good town? Chicago, not really. You know what? Tolan is another good town. Let's get a port. Let's get a rail station and a factory. And now you are one as well. And now we can slot in that. And with that, we should be at 101 resource points per turn. Do I need to say more? I don't think I need. I think everything is absolutely fine. We could now turn Fokaya into a city to slot in last Coca. Unfortunately, we can't get another slot for Athenai to get the last Kinnan in, but that is okay. Imagine making so many points that you would theoretically finish that quest in 5 turns. And I thought the chocolate I saw was quite plentiful. Right, yeah, there's another cotton. And there is another cotton as well that I have not gotten just yet. So I have 2 more cottons rolling in. I don't have a slot for cotton left. I mean, I guess I could turn Miletos into a city. That is something we could do, and then eventually slot in the cotton. To make it 103
they swallow each
points
other.
per turn. Because 101 wasn't enough. No. Now I really want to know what's the maximum we can get with that, and I feel like I should have probably... Although, I mean, I guess I slotted almost everything in that I could have, so playing Carthage in the first era probably wouldn't have done much. It probably would have saved me some gold, that's for sure. But in terms of how many points I would have gotten, I think we are somewhat maxing that one out. Yeah, like I said, I could have traded more with city-states, for example. If I take a look at my trade route list, there's a citrus, there's some more kinnin up here, there is a cotton, here's a lot of coffee, chocolate, kaolin, there's another cotton, there's double citrus. So yeah, if I would have gone, I could have gotten way more points. I could have also settled a bit more, like settling, for example, I could have settled here before Magdeburg was there, or I could have settled, like, for example, here, because that city would have gotten me both of these resources. But I think I have enough. I'm already at 800. I will get 1,000 points before I end this game. If I win by 1,000 points or by 5,000 points, in the end, does not matter if I need 500. So I am quite happy with how I managed, how much I got out of there, even though it is not the absolute maximum. I am fine with what I've gotten. So yeah, let's start to go for the win. We don't need to bloat that stream more than necessary. I've gotten the 100 points per turn, and I am happy. I could, for example, also what I've also could have done is I could have looked for the city-states with the most, like go my trade route thingy and looked for the city-state with the most factory resources and just converted them to my own empire.
Those who teach this ocean of wisdom,
because I still have a couple of settlement limits left, so that would also have been a thing I could have done. But again, 1,000 points, 5,000 points. I needed 500, and I'm well above 500. Everything is okay. Panic at the music hall. Entranced by the creative potential of radio, a theater company creates a unique broadcast. Mysterious lights in the sky, troops deployed, and citizens under siege. It is a thrilling new kind of story, but unfortunately, many believe it's really happening. This is why media literacy matters. Well, the truth is stranger than fiction. Media literacy, friends, media literacy is important. Please, be literate. Know what type of media you consume. Don't trust me when I talk about quantum physics, because I don't know a damn thing about quantum physics. What do I realistically need? Money. You've built everything that can make money ever. You can still get a stock exchange. You can get a laboratory. Another stock exchange from you. Where is the next capital? St. Petersburg.
We feel free.
Aha,
because we lack
hedge
the very
money.
language.
Can we get some more interesting stuff? Could go ambassadors for more influence that I don't need. Cultural imperialism. It sounds like a good idea. Spanish legacy. Don Pedro strolls about the ruined plaza in the garb of ancient Spanish royalty, his head held high. He is the guardian of Spanish history, or he is an old fool. It's a little bit of a shame that I would get 10% production towards constructing wonders by calling this poor lad an old fool. But I mean, 10% is 10%. Sorry, you're a fool. I don't make the rules. It's the wonders have spoken. The wonders have spoken. I am terribly sorry. Kampala, the next. We can get some spices going. And stock exchange for a little bit more money. And museum. If I had any relics, not relics, artifacts, could have used that. But I don't have any. I still built the museums though. Let's get a radio station. And a radio station. If I could get another Cowlin, that would be great. And another 2T and tin. That would also be great. Okay. Is there a factory resource? No, you have gotten all the factory resources I could have ever wanted from you as well. You too. I believe so. Let's get war support, I guess. Let's get commanders earn double. Let's get an opera house. As a matter of fact, let's give you an opera house as well. And let's go.
It is not.
How are we looking in terms of points? We managed to get that one double before the AI started to do anything. That's fine. That is perfectly balanced. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Ooh, by the way, I think we just got, laissez-faire. I don't need Xenia anymore. So let's go with laissez-faire to get another 100 gold. Because that's just how we want to do things around here. Let's get an opera house. And a grocer for a little bit more food.
Bombardment.
Let's get another fishing boat here, and now we can actually get the silk. What do we need to grow into that direction real quick. Cavalry, yes, cavalry, infantry, and everything around here as well. Let's get a laboratory. And a grocer. And a schoolhouse. Yes. And an opera house. You can wait where you are. Let's do that. Honestly, I'm just waiting. What's the next best thing? Tokyo. Next best city to go to. Is it just me or do they just grow so much? Let's get the partisan unit. And I think... Are we still befriending independents? Yeah, we befriend... a couple. Another radio station going. Tenement for a little bit more food. You built stuff too quick. Honestly. Way too quick. And you grow too fast. I have too many settlements. My life is in shambles. Can you? Nah, you can't give me anything else. Imagine you could culture bomb tiles. Then again, they would probably do it with me and I would be annoyed by that, so actually I'm not that unhappy that you cannot culture bomb tiles, but just imagine. Imagine you could. You build too fast, too much, too quick. 2 turns for a military academy. Yes, repair, please. Just do it. We're sitting at 2 chocolate. With 2 chocolate, Fokia can actually become a settlement. A city, I mean. And you can... I don't know... Give me a battery, I guess. And now with 2 chocolate, we can slot the chocolate in. And now we only have one cannon left. Meaning we are currently capped out at 105 points per turn.
The members of...
What? How many more do I need? Berlin, Kathmandu, Krumtrep, 4. Okay. Let's teleport you over then. Taj Mahal. That sounds like a good thing to do. And a tenement. No. An opera house. Yes. A grocer. A shore battery. $11,000 gold per turn.
Well-being.
Seems reasonable. Right? Let's get some more shore batteries, I guess. You have still so many resources you could still get for me. And I guess we continue with some masteries now. Palacio de Bellas Artes. Go for it. I don't mind. Build me literally anything. Because I have nothing left I can do in this game. Except wait. How many more? 2 more turns. Ooh, we actually get the one quest.
We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. Never so helplessly unhappy as when we have lost our loved object or its love.
The Taj Mahal is done. I guess it's laboratory time. You can get some more food. We got a wildcard point. We could repeat 5% culture. We could repeat 5% gold. Or so, I think I'll take the gold. I think 500 gold every time I do that seems reasonable. You can now go up to Kathmandu. What are we looking at in the rankings? Wonderful.
If I can.
Yeah, we hey, look at that. We have put in ages so that there's no such thing as like a snowball anymore. And that people are now have the same chances in every game. Sure, you will at some of them will get a slight benefit, but I mean, if you play good, everything works out, right? There is no such thing as a snowball anymore. Everything is perfectly balanced, just the way things are intended. Granted, in a PvP, that would have probably looked different, and on higher difficulty, that would also probably look different. I still find it funny though. Oh goodness me, we are finally at rocketry. Ooh, there's another city. I think that's like the last couple of cities. 1 or 2 I think I still need. What do you say about a ginseng agreement? Because now a heart of his people. The modern era brings modern challenges, but Rizal remains at its heart, guiding discourse to peaceful ends. Diplomatic attribute point and a celebration. Chengde Mountain Resort. I knew why I wanted to save that slot. And a radio station? Let's build over the coastal fortifications that we just built. I imagine we have more tin and tea. Okay, we are looking at 2,500-ish points probably.
Feet. What do I need them for if I have wiggle?
There's the Palacio
Like
de Bellas. Do I have another cool thing to slot in? Not really. Palacio de Bellas Artes is done. It's got a museum going next. Everything that gives a little bit of happiness. Yeah, I know they steal. That's okay. Let's get this mastery. Sure battery it is. And a grocer. We need Kungtrap and Beijing. So one more city now.
Not through speeches will the
There's
great...
Brandenburg Gate. Let's build a shore defense before that one. And future civic, I guess. Defensive fortifications. Do I care? Nah, let's get another building going real quick. Some ironworks. Let's repair you again, because apparently that river floods like hell. Okay, next turn. Potentially, the game will be over. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see.
Endless wonder at slow water.
Chengde is done. We are looking at 2,500 points. So I finished that Railroad Tycoon 5 times, while the AI hasn't got a single point. Like I said, perfectly balanced. Where have we built the World Bank? It appears to be in Madrid. I mean, the capital, so it would make sense.
The world economy.
But I kind of want to see where exactly they build it.
Before. And in this new tapestry comes a voice of order.
Yes. I mean, that worked. So where is... Ah, right here. Palace, Grocerer, defensive fortifications, and apparently also a World Bank. I guess the palace is the World Bank now. That would make sense. Alright. That's going to be it. I still need to try to find my thoughts. When I last stream, when I saw, where are they? When I saw that amount of chocolate, I thought to myself, you know what? That might be a good start for a... I mean, on the one hand, I thought, you know what, that is a good thing for the treasure resource golden age, but also I thought that is a good start if I want to go for a golden for a victory path, commercial victory type. That was basically the point where I decided, you know what, I want to go for commercial for now. I haven't done that in a while. I did not expect that. I did expect a lot of things. That I did not. What I would love to see... I don't know if that's already a thing and I just never thought about it. Or didn't know that it is a thing. But what I would love to have is a map that's like Continents Plus, for example, but everyone starts on the same continent, and the distant lands continent is completely uninhabited, something like that. And then it's just okay, race to the continent, get an as well good as possible antiquity age, then use that momentum to sling yourself onto the distant land continent in the exploration age, build as many settlements as possible, and then go all out crazy in the modern age with an economic victory, and bam. That would be fun, I think. Yeah. I would like to see that. In general, I am quite interested in seeing what other map scripts we'll get over the future years. This game will hopefully have support from the developers. But as always, thank you very much for joining. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you want to rewatch any of my streams, you can check out my VODs channel. And for everyone else, I will see you in the next one. Bye!